hello and welcome to another episode of Theorycraft here. Number 9, I believe, and this time we're going to be looking at Overpass once again. I've been a bit busy, as I usually am, traveling back and forth between the United States and Europe, and also, obviously Christmas, New Year's, I also have moved into a new house, and all of this has been happening on top of each other. Half the time we were moving, I was in a different country, and it was crazy, but I managed to find a couple of hours to sort of come up with some stuff on Overpass, and I wanted to share it with you guys, so yeah, hope you'll enjoy it, give feedback and all that good stuff, and if your friends haven't watched yet, invite them to watch as well, or maybe we'll all come up with some cool stuff for all the different maps. The first thing that we're going to be looking at is this smoke here that Kerrigan sometimes throws on the question mark team. Other teams do it too, in different variations, but same principle. You hit a smoke, it lands on the rail, and I'm just going to sort of mark on the rail where exactly it lands. It bounces into the tunnel, and it goes to sort of stop anyone trying to rush into the B-bomb site, which is a relatively easy concept to understand. But I'm still jealous I didn't think of this grenade myself, because I think it's kind of cool. I really like it. And obviously it's a jump throw script, otherwise it's very hard to hit sort of a couple of pixels like that. So yeah, that's the idea. I didn't think of it, but I did think of a way to counter it, which goes back to a theory that we were discussing on Inferno. One sec. Right, so on Inferno, we were having this this talk about using Molotovs to cancel out smokes, because obviously if there's a Molotov in place, as the smoke lands, it'll cancel it out. It'll cancel the smoke grenade. So that's what we want to do here. The way we do it is we line ourselves up in this corner. It obviously has to be quick, because the other guy's doing it from their spawn, so we want to react even faster from the T spawn. And we run into this corner, aim above the A and just a little bit to the right like this. Then we run forward, and as we sort of bump into the roof of the car, our model is going to hiccup a little bit, and that's our cue to throw the grenade. So it's really simple. It's just a few short steps, and the grenade's going to land in there. And now if we try and sort of throw our grenade towards the pixel there, it's going to cancel it out. So there we go. Now you can do your B-rush if you want to, and even better, the CTs who are coming into this position are going to think, well, there's a smoke, you know, in the tunnel, so I can go and peek if I want to. If they do that, and, you know, maybe you're not rushing, maybe you're just waiting on the other side and ready to pick them off. So that's the idea. That's a simple, basic idea. Took a while to come up with sort of a good way of doing it. That's not a jump throw script, by the way. Anybody can throw this grenade. It's very reliable. So yeah, that's it. I'm still very mixed about the whole jump script thing. But I've used a couple in this video, and I guess we'll just see where it goes. It seems like there's a sort of a split opinion in general about it. I've said what I had to say about it, I think, in the past. And if not, I'll bring it up again later on. Now, here's a different kind of funny grenade. Again, not a jump throw. You just put yourself on this particular spot here. By the way, all of these are for 120 tick, just in case you're wondering. So it might be a little bit different in 64, but only bad people play on 64. We all know that. So look into the ground. Look at this dot here on the piece of paper. Then look a little bit below the cinder block, sort of the middle of the guardrail there. Then you take a couple of steps, run and throw, and it counters, or it doesn't really counter, but it punishes people who go for this information jump that people do all the time in competitive games. Actually, I have seen a couple of teams throw this, so yeah, I thought it was a cool idea. I came up with it sort of independently, and then I also realized that teams have been doing it, so now I just wanted to include it. But I'm probably not the first to have thought of this, but I wanted to say it anyway, because I hope more people will do it, because it's still a cool idea. So, can't really take too much credit for that one, but still, a pretty cool idea. Now, also, if you stand all the way in this corner, I've been debating with myself, we'll make this the challenge of the week, or of the series, fuck it, because we might as well, you know, put it in early here. So this is something I want you guys to try and do in matchmaking. Again, for a competitive game, this is probably not going to be very viable. But what we want to do is we want to sort of line ourselves up in this corner, and we just have to sort of slide up a bit. Just give it like a couple of seconds as you're sliding up, and then you're good to go. You aim at this white spot on the wall, and you can tell it's sort of at the edge of the whole drawing here. You aim at this spot, and then a little bit above, and just sort of a little bit like that. Not too much. You put the shot through. Obviously, for some reason, I always do this wrong the first time. I can't even explain to you why that is, but sort of just back up into the corner. Doesn't have to be too much. And then put the shot through, and it'll go right in and hit whoever is standing here. And if you're really lucky, it'll even be a headshot, which will pretty much instantly kill them. You can't know exactly if people are holding sort of, you know, this angle, or if they're holding this angle or whatever. So don't count it on being a headshot all the time. But yeah, man, that's a crazy wallbang to punish anyone playing from barrels, which people do a lot, especially in matchmaking, I've noticed. So try it out. Get yourself Overwatch banned if you do it. It'll definitely be hilarious. For a bit more, and this might be used competitively, this next grenade, I reckon. Suppose you have some teammates that are pushing in from all the way over here, and very often the CTs will be defending, maybe especially in pistol rounds, I feel like, with 2 people down here, trying to take any kind of battles. Now, you can throw flashbangs yourself from down here, but they tend to be sort of a bit weird, right? Because first of all, that one bounced off the wall, and even if you try and like come up with something really clever, that'll sort of, it's always going to bounce off of something and get heard. So I feel like flashing from the terrorist side here is not that effective. But what if you had a teammate all the way out here, which you actually very commonly do, the same guy who might be throwing this grenade, and a lot of rounds the terrorist team will have a single person playing out here. So let's say this guy is going to wedge himself into this corner, aims at the grill, pause for a moment, you guys can laugh at grill, and then sort of just walk forward for a couple of seconds, and then hit your jump throw bind key, right? So it has to be the jump throw here, otherwise it's not going to work out. So just a couple of seconds, and then forward, and it'll go right in through the window, right? And this is a pretty good flashbang, I reckon. You can't really see it coming from anywhere. You will just be blind instantly. If you're standing right here, maybe you could see it, but your focus won't be on that, right? You won't just be looking out the window. So it's a pretty obscure grenade like that. Also, I'll show you. I'll just put it up so you guys can see the tracer again, because it's kind of fun. Also what it does, is if you are walking up to the right-hand side here, look, you're not going to get flashed here. You can walk all this way. Right around here, you're going to get flashed. That means you could technically sort of set up, or if you're really feeling confident, you could sort of just run with your back turned and, you know, the grenade will pop and then you come charging and you clear out this area. And hopefully there'll be some really blind CTs. So yeah, that's a fun trick that I came up with. Anyway, now that we're in this area, we might as well sort of go to the next step here. As you guys may notice, there's the space that you can get boosted up by a friend. All right, the shelves up here, or if you are feeling more adventurous, you could make the jump on your own from all the way up here, which is not that difficult. Requires a bit of practice, but it's definitely doable. It's easier than say the nuke silo jump, for instance. You could also, and I don't know how many people realize this, it took me a while to figure it out, but you can easily jump from the stairs, which means if you fail to jump from up here, you're going to take full damage, whereas if you just jump from the stairs, it'll be a lot easier, and I think it's a lot more reliable. Makes less noise as well. If you do make this jump from up here, then there's that sort of the footsteps as you land, which means anyone down here who sort of has played against it before will recognize the sound as they're coming in. And the other one is virtually silent, if not entirely silent. So, yeah, try and do that. Now, once you're up here, and this is the whole point, once you're up here, if you put in a grenade that sort of lands on the second shells here, so underhand throw in, you could probably do it from above the shells as well. And then, obviously, you make the jump up. You're going to be standing in this corner, and it's very hard to spot people who are in here. You can see a bit of the stairs, which is great if people are coming from underpass. If they're pushing up onto the birthday party area, and you have a USPS, again, think of a pistol round where, you know, they won't really have head armor or whatever. You can easily pick them off, and I'll show you just how hard it is to spot people that are there. We'll just put our good friend Bert in the corner, sort of roughly like that. It's where he'll be standing, and grenade into the second shells all the way on the side there. And, you know, if I'm all the way up here, you try and visualize how much you could see from the other side. It's very hard to see what's going on down there, almost impossible. And if you're shooting with a USPS, then it'll be even more obscure. And if you're coming in from sort of underpass here as well, you're not really seeing a lot until you sort of, I don't know, you have to get quite far up. I'll show again. Just you have to get quite far up. Like even if you turn around for it, you're not going to be seeing anyone there, and it's much easier to see the other way through. So yeah, test that out. I had a long conversation with Magic Boy from SK about these particular smokes, and the next one that I'm going to show you as well. So, you know, thanks to Magic Boy for helping me out with that. It's always nice to have some pro players giving some cool insights. So this next one, you have to imagine that you have a friend, and again, it's a bit difficult to do with the bot, so I apologize preemptively if I fail this jump a bit, because sometimes it's a bit tricky because he can't really, I mean, I'm positioning him as well, but if you have a friend standing at the very bottom of the step, as far out as you can into the corner, and then you you make this jump. And obviously, that was failed. There we go. It's definitely doable. It's definitely possible to get good at jumping up here. And then you're going to be sitting on that lamp, right? So I'll just do it the easy way. Now, once our friend is out of the way, if you put down a smoke, and this is sort of just what I wanted to do because I thought it was a funny boost, right? But Magic Boy said, well, why can't you, put down a smoke and make it sort of a one-way kind of thing, right? And you actually can if you put it in sort of at the right spot, and it might not be exactly, it might be a little bit further in, but anyway, you can definitely look over here, and it's very hard on the other side to see whatever is going on, right? And you won't really be expecting someone up there anyway because it's a ludicrous idea. So yeah, go and test that out for me. We'll try and put our trusty Bert up here. This isn't quite the position, but it's close enough. And just I want to show you guys what it looks like if you're coming in from the other side, because it's still pretty weird, right? Like, first of all, there's some sort of lighting issue, which means the whole model is not going to get lit, and yeah, it's just very hard. I mean, either way, even without the smoke, you're going to have a weird time seeing anyone up there. So yeah, you could probably get some fun kills and matchmaking, and show me your videos, you guys doing that. I'd love to see it. So yeah, check that out. Now, it's another interesting one-way smoke here. If you go onto the second set of shells and you sort of put a smoke down on the handful right at the corner here and stand at the other corner, you can look over and you can see quite a lot here. If people are coming in from the terrorist side, they're very easy to shoot. And you will be very hard to spot. So again, we'll get Bert to help us out with this one, because to make it a bit more believable, sort of roughly in that position is where he's standing. And if I go and put down this grenade, it'll be somewhat difficult to see him coming through, right? Can't really see anything, in fact. Obviously from the other side, very easy. But yeah, that's the idea. So just a couple of one-way smokes and some really weird tricks in here, which is going to lead us on to the A-bomb site, where we just want to cover a couple of things. Oh, actually, now we'll stop and do this along the way. You guys will have seen this boost a lot in competitive games, and it still catches people off guard because it is kind of a weird boost. So maybe potentially a way to counter it. If one guy boosts up here, then the CTs will sometimes put another guy up here, and he can sort of shoot in through this window and shoot people, or he can shoot them as they come out of the connector. Both positions quite valuable. So that's what it is. Guy standing up here. So the way that I wanted to try and counter, let's say you're playing against a team that might be doing this a lot, you could try and just wall bang him down, because his head is going to be sort of right there. And it's possible to shoot through this wall. I don't know if you guys noticed, it doesn't do an incredible amount of damage, but it will be enough for to get someone moving, right? So if you just sort of look into this corner, I'm just wedged up here, fairly easy. You look in there and then just shoot a little bit to the side of the corner. You'll sort of roughly be hitting. I might have actually put it a little bit too far out then. Silly me. So then a little bit further into the corner, and you'll get a decent angle for it. Oh no, it's the other way. It's late at night, guys. I'm sorry. A little bit to that side. And there we go. So so again, go and practice it in a server. But right, you could sort of tell if I was standing up here, those bullets would have hit me, and I probably wouldn't have realized where they were coming from. I mean, even with the bullet hole there, it's going to be a little bit weird. You're going to be probably just jumping off as the first couple of headshots come through, and by then you will have taken a lot of damage. And if you don't move quick, then you're just going to be dead. So very situational. But I wanted to include it anyway, because I do think this wall is an interesting one, because it could be shot through with a rifle, and that doesn't always happen. So anyway, let's go into the A-bomb site, where again the default plant is almost always on that position, which has been annoying me for a long time, and I came up with sort of various ways, and we'll add a few more in this video. One of which is just the plain fact that there is a gap in this and you can shoot through it, which means very often as a CT you'll be smoked off. There'll be a smoke here, and there'll be a smoke here. So if you were playing in either of these positions, you might fall all the way back here, but if not, then you might want to risk it and just try and sit here, and you can see people walking right in front of you to get the plant through. Just try and put some bullets in there, and that's a reasonable amount of damage. It could be done with a pistol as well, even, although that takes a lot longer, and it's hard to get sort of full damage bullets through, right? Sometimes you can get them on 23, but most of the time they'll do like 4 or something. It works from the other side as well, although it's a lot more difficult for me to imagine how you would use this as a terrorist to shoot CTs that are there, but maybe, I don't know, probably not. For some odd reason, I managed to spend an hour yesterday figuring out how to throw grenades under these, because I realized that was possible, and once I'd realized I couldn't give it up, although I can't really find a way to justify it, it's definitely possible to do it, and maybe someone will want to do it at some point in time. Flashbangs, probably less useful. HEs maybe a bit more, but still slightly obscure. You could do it on this box as well if you're coming in from this angle instead, right? It's possible from both angles, but it's hard for me to exactly justify, because the problem is, if you wanted to have the grenade land on the other side, you could just throw it on that wall and you would achieve the same effect. But never mind, right? It was late at night. I apologize. So the other thing that we could try and do, and this one is, I don't know. I've had a lot of discussions, again, with Magic Boy around this particular grenade, and he says, don't even bother, Anders, because it's not going to be 100%, and it probably won't be, but I have to show it anyway, because I've spent too much time trying to do it now, so I have to include it in the video. So, if you're standing all the way down here, and you look at this spot, let's pretend for a moment that your teammates are calling in, damn, it's going to be an 8 hit, and you can't really get there in time, or you feel like you won't be able to help out, then you could, stand sort of on this spot. You aim, you see this wall here, you aim sort of the center of it, and then you just take a couple of steps and you throw the Molotov, and it'll go up, and that didn't work, which is part of the problem. I have to show you that this can work, guys. I have to. It's become an obsession of mine. There's some sort of gold star for anyone who can figure out a sort of a sure way of doing this, but it's possible. It's definitely possible to do it, and I feel like I can't rest until I found a perfect way for it. And I really, really don't want to do it with the jump script, although I have a way of doing it as well, but I'll show you. I might have to give up on this in the middle of the video. That would be awkward, but I'll make it up to you guys, if nothing else, with a boost at the end, I promise. Okay, one more chance, one more shot. Well, this one has to work, surely. Right, there it is. That's perfect, guys. Do that in a competitive match and spend a good 10 minutes trying to do it while your teammates are all dying. But obviously, this would cancel the plant, right? Anyone trying to plant here, you could throw Molotovs down. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Stop criticizing. So, once you've done that, and actually, I need to kill Bert so we can restart the round. Once you've done that, we've got one more trick here in this video, which is a boost, and I had to kill Bert because we need both bots, which means it's going to be a triple boost here at in the A bomb site, because who doesn't love that? Ever since all of Meister did it, it's been all the rage. So that's what we're going to do. So what you need is one teammate standing on this rail, and he has to stand as far out as possible. The next one has to stand as far out. Oh, wait a minute. Next one has to stand as far out as possible on his teammate. What am I doing? Damn these bots. That way, and next one has to go place fall. There we go. So really far out, right? So there's the almost sort of a ladder effect going on here, right? Now, you, as the final piece in this puzzle, you're going to be jumping up on your teammate's face, and you're standing up here. Brilliant, right? This, from up here, you can actually see quite far down. I hope you guys can sort of see what I'm looking at down there, right? That is the bottom of the wall into B, right? So you don't obviously want to slide off, but just spend a bit of time practicing and you'll get it right. You can see all the way down there. And shoot at people, even all the way across here, right? You can see sort of quite a bit. And obviously you'll be sort of hovering somewhere up there, which is a bit ridiculous. Are you ever going to win a match doing that? Probably not. Are you going to get some fun scout kills if you can afford a scout? Let's say you can afford one scout and you want to stack this bomb site. So the theory obviously would be, well, okay, if they come B, then maybe we'll get a couple of kills with the scout, or maybe just one. We'll lose the round, but whatever, we can fight next round. If they come A, then we'll have everybody in place, including, whoever is standing up here, and maybe their ability to pick someone off in a fairly strange angle. So, yeah, test it out. Tell me what you think. Show me some videos of you and your friends doing it. And give me some cool feedback on this video. I'd definitely love it. Hope you guys had a good time. Subscribe to the YouTube channel here. There's going to be so much more stuff happening in 2016 on this particular channel. And we have got so much cool stuff to show you guys in general, and a lot of great stuff happening. So I can't wait to show you guys, and I hope you had fun. I certainly did. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time.